We're just going to record a little video here talking about worship songs for today. One of the songs that they sing, the thing is, churches today, it's geared toward emotions, it's geared toward feelings, and that's why you see more women than you do men at churches, because they're more into the feeling stuff. So it's geared more around women. For example, there's this song, and we don't remember who sings it. It doesn't really matter. We hate the song regardless of who does it. But the song says, I want to touch your face, I want to feel your face,
I want to see your face.
See your face, touch your face. Well, first off, that's kind of creepy. I mean, who goes up to somebody and touches their face? But also, it shows you these worship songs, they're all about feelings and emotions. They're not based on Scripture. If you look on Scripture, Moses says he wanted to see God, and God says, anybody who sees my face dies. I'm holy. There's too much glory there, and you're not holy because you're human. So you can't see my face. Certainly couldn't touch it. When Moses came down from the mount, his face glowed, and he had to put a veil on, and he didn't get to see the Lord's face. But yet people are talking about how they want to see the Lord's face.
How arrogant of people. And really what brought this all about is there's a comedian, Tim Hawkins, and he brought this up. He was saying that there need to be worship songs for guys. Women are like, I want to see your face, I want to touch your face. Asking God, I want to see your face, I want to touch your face. And Tim said, he goes, no, I'm a guy, I don't want to touch his face.
Yeah, I love the Lord, but I don't want to touch his face.
Yeah, exactly. So, when we started thinking about that, and I'm like, how arrogant are we as human beings to sing a song to God, telling him, knowing full well we can't see his face or touch him, to say, I want to see your face, I want to touch your face. I mean,
it's like you're saying that you're God, really.
Yeah.
Because man can't even see his face and live. He certainly couldn't touch his face. And what's interesting is that was a statement that God made to Moses in the book of Exodus. And when you go to Hebrews and it talks about Israel, he says, you've not come to the mountain that was on smoke, was on fire like Moses did. He says, you've come to the heavenly Jerusalem, to Mount Zion, before Jesus Christ, before God himself, before an innumerable company of angels. See that ye despise not the covenant. The point there in Hebrews is that now it's a greater meeting here. It's a judgment type thing, and instead of having the law as the mediator, now you've got Jesus' blood, and so it's sin has been judged, and so it's a more dangerous environment really to approach God from, because you're approaching him more closely there. And yet in that environment people say, well, I want to touch his face, and really what you're saying then is you're God, that you're able to do that, and you're going against what God says in his word. They're saying, well, it's just what religion is. God says something in his word, and man says, no, that's not true. Here's what it really is. And that's what people are doing when they sing that song.
Yeah, we just thought we had to put a video out on that, because most people don't think about it. If you think about these worship songs, you hear some of the lyrics, you probably wouldn't want to sing it. I can't think of some other ones. I'm sure there's some crazy ones, like I want to touch your face, I want to see your face, but just food for thought. There you go.
Yeah, pay attention. Words are important. Pay attention to the words.